morning, everyone. Welcome once again to another yoga session hosted by Santa Clara County Library. Today, we're going to start the session actually in a standing position. So, let's all make our way up into a standing position. Let's keep our legs to the distance of our hips. I'll just give it a minute so everybody kind of stands up. All right, we're going to begin with a simple shoulder opener today. So, let's open our hands all the way out with our palms facing up to the ceiling. Very slowly, as we inhale, let's take our hands all the way up. Interlock your hands. Press the heel of the palm all the way up to the ceiling. Let's start with a simple side body stretch. Take your hands all the way towards your right side. Stay. Come back to the center. And let's take it towards the other side. And come back to the center. Let's release our hands. We're going to take our hands all the way to the back. So your knuckles are facing forward. And very slowly interlock your hands behind your back. Let's work on opening up our shoulders. So work on pressing both your shoulders to the back. Creating an openness in the center of your chest. Stay. Try to keep your arms engaged by pulling your knuckles all the way down. Relax your jaw and breathe. Let go of your hands. Let's take our hands all the way up, palms facing forward. I'll step back a little so you can see my hands. We're going to push our hips all the way to the back. Gently place your hands on top of your knees, coming into a half forward bend. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Let's give a slight back bend to the body. And exhale, push your hips back, half forward bend. One more, half forward bend. Slowly inhale. Let's give a back bend first. And exhale, push your hips back, half forward bend. Stay. From here, we're going to get into a full forward bend if your body allows you to. Listen to your body, see how your back is doing today. If you're feeling all right, let's try to come into a full forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. One more. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, full forward bend. Stay. Bend your knees a lot. Press your belly into your thighs. Fly your hands to the side. Try to lift your chest up. So don't lean forward like this. I want you to lift your chest up and see how it feels to sit down a little deeper. Press on your feet. Very slowly take your hands all the way up. Interlock your hands. Press the heel of the palm one more time up towards the ceiling. Separate your legs out. So keep your legs slightly wider than the distance of your hips. And then let's try to reach towards the left side. So take your hands all the way towards your left side, creating an openness on the right side of the body. Engage your core muscles, pull the belly button towards you, slowly come back to the center. And now let's take it towards the other side. And gently come back to the center, release your hands. Let's try to touch our elbows. Lift your elbows up, open up your shoulders, and let's bring it down. So we're going to give a full nice shoulder rotation. Elbows touch. Elbows go up, open up those elbows, feel a squeeze in your shoulder blades and slowly bring it down. So I want you to feel the experience. Up, open, squeeze your shoulder blades and come down. Stay. Bringing your palms together, you're touching the elbows still towards each other. Let's try to pull those elbows towards the body so they're coming next to your body. Open up your hands. Let's take it all the way up and bring it back. Just 3 more times this way. Bring it closer to the body. Open your elbows, lift it up and bring it back. 2 more. Synchronize your breath with your movement. And let's do this one last time. And bring it back. Release your hands. Gently shake your hands off a little bit and slowly shake your legs off a little bit. Let's take our legs a little bit wider. So we're going to take our legs perhaps to the outside frame of the width of the mat, so a little bit wider than the width of the mat. And we're going to dig our right leg heel and turn the toes outward like that. Both knees are locked. Let's bring our hands into warrior two hands. The height of your hands is not coming down or up. Approximately your wrist is in line with your shoulders. Let's start by pressing our left heel out, right? So you start to bump up your left hip a little bit and push it outward. Now start to make a connection with the back of your right leg. You should start to feel a little bit as you push those hips a little farther away from you. There is no bend in the knees. You should start to feel the stretch at the back of your right leg. Stay. Let's see if you can push it a tiny bit more. And breathe. Still okay here? You can either stay here or very gently start to take that right hand down towards the ground. Taking your left hand all the way up. You can rest your hand either on top of your right ankle or you can slide it down towards the ground. So you have an option. You don't have to go very deep if your body doesn't allow you to. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Make your core really strong. Press on your feet. Very slowly bring yourself back to warrior two hands. Let's actually get into a warrior two now. So bend your right knee and release. Let's flex those thigh muscles and also articulate our knee joint. Let's bend and release. Few more. Bend and release. Let's do this one last time and release. Now this time I want us to take our hands. So I want you to bend your right knee, bring your knee in line with your ankle. Take your right hand and place it to the inside of your right thigh. Take your left hand, press it on your left hip point. Right? So I want you to press your right palm outward, which means to say you're kind of helping yourself open that inner thigh a little bit more as you work on pressing your left hand by pressing your hip to the back, right? So you're creating an openness by engaging your right hand and your left hand and energetically trying to press the right leg out towards while pushing the left hip to the back. And release. Let go. Release your hands. Straighten your knee. Dig your heel. Point your toes. Let's just pedal these legs off. Don't change the distance between your legs, but I want you to gently pedal those legs off to release any tension that may be at the back of your knees. And come back to the center. Let's do the whole thing on the other side. So dig your heel. Turn your toes towards your left side this time. The distance between your legs remains the same. Let's come into warrior two arms. Your shoulder, elbow and wrist are at one straight line. Let's start this time by bumping up our right hip. So don't go down so quickly. We're going to pause a little bit. So bump up your right hip. And then immediately start to connect with the back of your left leg. As you push, so you kind of dial it, right? You are in control of how much you want to push that hip back. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Still okay here. Maybe we can go a little bit deeper. See how it feels for you. When you start to feel, yeah, that's it, that's about it, I don't want to go any further, just stay there and breathe. One more. You can stay here, or if you feel like, gently start to take your left hand down towards the left leg. Right hand is up. Very slowly start to slide that hand. Maybe the stretch at the back of your leg is increasing, and maybe your hands will touch the ground. It's all right if it doesn't touch the ground. We're going to still feel the stretch at the back of our legs. That's important. Try to rotate your right shoulder a little back so you can feel an opening in your shoulders as well. You can look towards the ground so your neck muscles are more relaxed. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Press on your feet. Gently bring yourself back. We're going to engage our left knee this time. So gently bend your left leg at the knee and back. Bend and back. Two more. Bend and back. And just one last one. And back. This time bend your leg, but take your left hand, press it to the inside of the thigh there. Take your right hand, place it on your hip point on the right side. So we are not just placing them, but we are pressing them. So you're going to energetically press that left leg out like that, and then press your right hip out like that. So you are kind of creating space and openness. And breathe. Just one more. And release. Let go. Slowly release your hands. Let's turn our toes facing forward. Gently heel toe yourself. Take your time. No rush whatsoever. And shake your legs off a little bit. All right. So we have warmed up our arms a little bit, our legs a little bit. Let's start with a very simple basic lunge today. So we're going to take our left leg forward, and you can release your back heel off the ground and be in control of how far you want to take that leg, right? So gently take that leg all the way to the back. Your back heel is off the ground. I'll go a little bit diagonally here so you can see me better. So the back heel is off. Your front knee is bent. Open up your hands with your palms facing up to the ceiling. Very slowly, as you inhale, let's take both the hands all the way up. Lock your knees. So you're standing up really nice and tall. Exhale, palms facing down towards the ground. Let's start to bend our back knee as well. Hover that knee off the ground. Bring your hands next to your body. So we are kind of increasing the workout with our legs basically right now. We are trying to engage our legs a little bit more. This way. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Lock both knees. Take your hands all the way up. Exhale, circle your hands. Let's try to hover the back knee off the ground, towards the ground. Two more. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, circle it. Last time. Take it all the way up. And exhale, circle it. Let's take it all the way up. Stay, lock both knees if you can. Stay where you are. We are like this, right? We have both our legs locked. I want you to hop your back leg. Tap it one time. And gently try to work on lifting your right leg all the way up. Flex your feet. Balance. Breathe. One more. Open your hands into T-arm if you can. Your knee comes in line with your hip, so it's not hanging down like this. It's up. Your toes are not turned down. Flex. And breathe. One more. Gently rest your right leg down, but come into a chair position. Exhale, sweep your hands to the back. Inhale, reach your hands forward. Exhale, sweep your hands to the back. Good job, guys. Inhale, take your hands forward. Exhale, take your hands to the back. Inhale, reach your hands forward. Last time, exhale, take your hands to the back. Inhale, reach your hands forward, lift yourself all the way up. Release, rotate your shoulders and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders and let it go. Shake it off a little bit. We're going to start from the other side. Keeping your right leg to the ground. Gently, let's take the left leg all the way to the back. The back heel is off the ground. Front knee is bent. Let's take our hands. Let's bring it into T-arm position actually. Very slowly as you inhale, let's lock both knees. Take the hands all the way up, tall. Exhale, circle your hands. Let's hover the back knee off the ground. And this way, just 3 more times. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, circle it. 2 more. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, circle it down. Let's do this just one last time. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, circle it. And this time, slowly take your hands all the way up. Stay. Hop your back leg just 1 step. Find your grounding. And then gently work on lifting your left leg all the way up. Hold. Your knees in line with your hips. Your feet are flexed. Open your hands into T-arm position. Breathe. Lift that leg higher if you can. And breathe. Very slowly in a controlled manner, drop your left feet down, but push your hips back. Come into a chair position. This time, we're going to work on lifting our heels off the ground. So very slowly, as you exhale, lift both your heels off the ground. Take your hands to the back. Balance. Heels down, hands come forward. Sit down a little bit more. Exhale, both your heels off, hands go back. Inhale, heels down, hands come forward. Exhale, heels off the ground, hands go back. Last time, heels down, hands come forward. Exhale, heels off the ground, hands go back. Balance, stay, breathe. Both your heels down, take your hands all the way up. Circle your hands. Just rotate your shoulders and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders and let it go. Shake it off a little bit. Hopefully you're a little bit warmed up with your legs and your arms. So let's start with a little bit deeper stretch now. Bring your hands to the heart center. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bring yourself into a forward bend position. Let's step our right leg to the back. Let's step the left leg to the back. Set yourself up for a very simple basic cat and cow position. Your wrist comes in line with your shoulders. Your knees are in line with your hips. You have space between your legs. You're in a neutral cat and cow position. You can relax your toes, so there's no need to tuck your toes like this. You can relax your toes. Let's start with a very simple basic cat and cow. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Tuck your chin into the collarbone. Let's come into a neutral position. The neck is in line with our spine. I'm going to face forward here for better view. Tuck your toes now. And very gently, I want you to bring your right leg to the outside of your right hand. So your hand, the right leg is kind of almost towards your right wrist right now. And then very gently, walk your hands all the way up. So if you notice the leg is a little bit widely open outside, dig your heel just like how you did in the beginning of the class and turn your toes outward like this. Now, if you feel that any part of your leg is lifting off, that means to say you have gone too far, right? That means you have increased the distance so much that you're not able to place your feet completely down. So walk that leg to a point where you have an opening coming in your inner thigh, but also you are able to place your feet down to the ground. If you need to walk that leg a little bit closer, go ahead and do that now because you're going to bend this knee multiple times. The goal here is to focus on stretching that inside of the thigh, right? The back leg toes are tucked for stability. Open your hands into T-arm position and let's try to bend that. So lean into that position and back. Now, those of us who have knee issues, take a towel and place it below your left knee. So if you would like to protect that left knee so you don't feel the impact of it, nicely place a towel like this below that leg. So that way you'll feel well supported. Ready? Let's do this at least 4 times. So try to lean really deep and back. Lean and back. 2 more. And back. Let's do this one last time. Hold. And back. Now take your hands to the back of your head. We're going to take this right elbow and try to dip it towards our right thigh. Right? So all we're going to do is we're going to now try to think about originating your stretch from your left hip point all the way to the side. Try to point the left elbow towards the ceiling. That's our goal right now, right? So gently take. So don't bring your hand forward like this. Take it straight, down, right elbow towards the right thigh. Maybe you can rest it, maybe you cannot. That's okay. But you're definitely feeling a nice stretch on the side of the body. And back. I'm going slow first round because you're figuring it out. And then we can increase the pace. Let's do this 4 times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center, release your hands. Now place your hands down. You're going to keep your hands shoulder width apart. You're going to take this leg straight up to the back. I think I should turn sideways here so you can see me better. So we are like this right now. We're going to take this leg straight to the back. Take it all the way to the back. Extend. And drop it back. Extend and drop it back. 3 more. Out and down. 2 and down. 1 last one and down. Very slowly bring yourself all the way up. I'm going to face forward now. Once again, you have your leg outside like this. Take your heel, turn your toes outward. Now that you know what is coming your way, adjust your leg accordingly. The heel is kind of not too far because then you won't be able to bend the knee. Keep that heel a little bit closer to the body because then you'll have that range of motion to lean into the position, helping yourself open your inner thighs. Let's repeat. Same leg, nothing has changed. We're doing the whole sequence again, once again. Arms into T-arm position. Lean and back. 3 and back. 2 and back. 1 last one and back. Take your hands to the back of your head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Place your hands down. Take this leg all the way to the back. And rest. Toes pointing forward. Out and back. 2 more. Out and back. Last time, and back. Slowly lift yourself all the way up. Your toes are pointing forward. Heel toe yourself. Come back to the center of the mat. Come back onto your mat. Place your hands on either side of that right leg. We're going to release our left knee off the ground. Gently release your left leg off the ground. Let's take that right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Gently rotate your ankle and reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle, and then bend your leg coming into a fire hydrant position. So you're dropping your heel towards your glutes and turning your right knee up towards the ceiling. Extend your right leg all the way up, point your toes, you're in a three-legged dog. Drop your right leg down and gently pedal your legs off. Drop both your knees down, set yourself up for a simple cat and cow position. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. Exhale, round. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. Exhale, round. Coming into a neutral position, the neck is in line with the spine. Tuck your toes. Gently bring your left leg, place it to the outside of your left hand and walk yourself all the way up. The first thing that you want to do is you want to protect your right knee. Right? So if you don't have a towel handy today, please keep it in all yoga classes. Otherwise, you can just roll your mat like this. So just fold your mat and place something below your knee so that your knee doesn't hurt when you're rolling on your knee. Now let's turn our left leg toes outward like this. There is an opening coming in the inside of the thigh, but our heel is kind of placed stable to the ground. Just try to see how it feels to move your hips a little bit. Back leg toes are tucked. Let's bring ourselves into T-arm position. Let's try one time and then we can go a little bit faster. So lean and back. Feeling all right? Let's do this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Take your hands to the back of your head. Keep your elbows open. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come back to the center. Place your hands down. Take this leg all the way to the back and bring it back. 4, 3, 2, and just one last one. Bring yourself all the way up. Dig your heel, turn your toes outward. Make any adjustments that you need to enhance your stretch. Hands into T-arm position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back. Hands. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your hands down. Let's take that left leg all the way to the back and step it forward. 4, 3, 2, and just last one. Very slowly bring yourself all the way up. Heel toe yourself, come back onto the mat. So this works your hips a lot and your glutes as well. Place your hands on either side of your left leg. Release your right knee off the ground. Let's take that left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Point your toes, three-legged dog. Bend your left leg coming into a fire hydrant position. Stay. Inhale, left leg goes all the way up. Point your toes, drop your leg down. Gently pedal your legs off. Drop your knees down. Let's make our way into an extended child's position, which means to say we're going to take our legs as wide as our mat. The big toes are going to touch each other. We're going to push our hips all the way to the back and slowly rest your elbows down. and bring your forehead down. Now, those of us who cannot rest our forehead down completely like this, please make a fist with your hands and rest your forehead on top of your fist like this. And breathe. Very slowly lift your head up. Gently walk your hands back towards you. I'm going to start this position facing forward, but eventually I'll turn sideways for a better view. Let's all tuck our toes. So you keep your legs still as wide as your mat, and then tuck your toes at the back. We're going to bring ourselves into a downward dog like this, right? So press on your palms, keep your toes tucked, lift your knees up. You'll meet in a downward dog position. And simply start to pedal your legs off. I'll go sideways here so you can see me better. Just pedal your legs off. And now from here, pressing on the balls of your feet, I want you to open your legs, like V your legs. So open your legs like how you did earlier on in extended child's position. But I want you to push your hips all the way to the back like that. And then bring yourself up into downward dog and pedal your legs off. So again, the focus has come to our inner thighs. Let's stay on the balls of our feet. Open up those legs as wide as your mat. Push your hips all the way to the back. I want you to sit into the position. And then gently lift yourself up and pedal your legs off. Let's do this a few more times. Open. Try to sit as far as you can go, as if you were trying to place your heels towards the hips towards your heels. And then bring yourself all the way up, downward dog, and pedal your legs off. Those of us who cannot do this, try to just be in the downward dog for a couple of more seconds. Slowly open up your legs. Try to really sit. So you'll notice that you're engaging the arches of your legs as well. And then lift and pedal your legs off. Drop your knees down. Let's come back into our extended child's position. Relax. Push your hips back. Let it go. Forehead down. And breathe. From here, slowly lift your head up. Walk your hands back towards your body. Okay. We already have our legs a little bit wider. So we're going to also widen the handstand, right? Basically, we're going to increase the distance between our arms. So take your left hand, place it to the left edge of your mat. Take your right hand, place it to the right edge of your mat. When we come into a downward dog, we're going to also widen the stand with our legs, right? So stay where you are. Tuck your toes. Very slowly press on your palms. Lift your hips up. But I want you to walk your right leg to the right edge of your mat and walk your left leg to the left edge of your mat. So right now, both your hands and both your legs are at the four corners of your mat. Now, one of the things that can happen here is maybe we have our heels up like this. If you went too far, your heels might be up like this. I want all of us to have our heels down like this. So we are feeling a stretch at the back of our legs, right? So if you have your heel like this, step that leg forward. So all the entire feet is pressing to the ground. All four corners of your feet are pressing to the ground. Stay and breathe. Now from here, release both your heels. I want you to roll forward into a plank. And back into downward dog. Both heels down. Roll. and back. Synchronize your breath with your movement. Out and in. Out and in. Gently walk your right leg back in position. Gently walk your left leg back in position. Bend your knees, drop your knees down. Walk your hands back towards each other. Relax your toes. Take your legs to one side. Drop your hips down and extend your legs all the way out and shake your legs off. Also massage your wrists off while you watch me show the next one. Right? So because this one I would like to demo, so that way it will be easy for you to follow along. So don't do it right now, just watch me as you massage your wrists and shake your legs off. When we start again together, we're going to meet in a downward dog position, a simple basic downward dog position. Then we're going to take our right leg out towards the right side. We're going to take our left leg, it's going to join our right. Then we're going to walk our right leg a little bit more. Then we're going to bring our left. Then we're going to walk our right, and then we're going to bring our left. If you notice, my heel is to the ground. I'm not doing this. I have both my feet planted to the ground. Right? Then we're going to walk back and back slowly, right? Back and back. Back to simple downward dog, and we are going to rest our legs down. All right, let's do this together. Now that you know, you don't have to lift your head and look at me. You can stay with my voice. Let's meet in a simple downward dog position. And start to pedal your legs off. Let's start with the right side. Take your right leg out. Press your heel down. That's important. Left joins the right. Right, left. Right, left. Go as far as you can go. You don't have to go all the way. And breathe. Left and right. Left and right. Back to simple downward dog. Drop your knees down. Take a break. Gently walk your hands towards you. Let's take our hands all the way up, thumb inside, rotate your wrists, and reverse the direction of the rotation of your wrists. Stand up on your knees, tuck your toes. Let's stretch those wrists and arms out, shoulders out a little bit. Take your palms to the back, interlock your hands, press your shoulders back. Let's really open up those shoulders. Maybe we can give a slight back bend to the body. And breathe. That feels good around the arms. And gently bring yourself back. Release your hands. Rotate your shoulders and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. Let's meet back. This time we're going to walk towards the left side. Remember, if it is too much for you, you don't have to go all the way. Maybe you can do one step or you can just stay in the downward dog. Let's meet in downward dog. And pedal your legs off. Left steps out. Right joins. Left steps out and right joins. Both heels down, guys. Left and right. Stay. Press your heels down. I know your legs are shaking right now. This works your legs and arms simultaneously, engaging your core. It's an excellent workout. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, left joins. Right, left joins. Back to downward dog. Pedal your legs off. Drop your knees down. Come into an extended child's position. Just one more time. Take a break. Those of us who need to massage our wrists off, go ahead and do that. Very slowly lift your head up. Gently walk your hands back towards your body. Bring your legs towards each other. Just take your legs to one side and drop your hips down. Extend your legs all the way out and shake it off. Yes, we started the class a little bit on a high note, so we're going to calm down now and we're going to cool ourselves down. Let's rotate our wrists off a little bit and reverse. And let it go. Okay. We'll start with again today's focus. If you notice, the whole class pretty much is mostly on the inner thighs. If you observe that, let's take our right leg forward. Bring your right shin to be parallel to the top of your mat. Flex your toes. Turn your toes towards your shin. I'll go a little bit to the side to show you the back leg. Right? Now you're going to increase the distance between your legs. You're going to walk this leg back and a little bit back. So it's a wide stand between your legs right now. Stay where you are. Now I want you to take the shin off your back leg to bring it to parallel to the length of the mat. Right? So basically you are adjusting your leg in such a manner that your ankle and your knee are kind of lined up to the length of the mat, but you're also trying to press that leg a little bit back. So you're not bringing it closer to the body like this, but you want to take it away from each other. Starting to feel that stretch from your left hip all the way onto the thighs there. Take your hands all the way up. Let's start with a back bend and then a side bend. Sweep your hands all the way to the back. Keep your elbows slightly bent. And I want you to lean back a little bit like that. Stay there and breathe. One more. Very slowly strengthen your core muscles, engage your core muscles. Take your hands all the way up. Let's take our right hand, rest it next to the body. Try to bend your right elbow like that. Rest your right elbow down if you can. Take your left hand all the way over your head. So your bicep of your left is touching your left ear basically. Right? Which means to say the hand is not coming in front of our face, but we're trying to rotate that shoulder outward and we're trying to work on opening our left shoulder. Extend that hand and breathe. Now press on your right palm, lift your right elbow up, turn your whole body and take your left hand all the way to the back like that. Very slowly take your left hand up, bend your right elbow and rest your right elbow, reach. So the stretch is not coming from your fingertips or your shoulders, but it is starting from your hip point. So reach from the entire left side of your body. Ready? 3 more times. Right elbow up, left hand goes to the back. So turn and look over towards the left side. Left hand up, right elbow down, left arm over your head, up and out, up and down, up and out, up and down. Last time, up and out, up and down. Stay and breathe. We're going to pulse here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay. Take your left hand, bring that hand down. Now I want you to rest your left elbow down and look towards the ground like this. You're feeling a squeeze in your belly. Breathe and breathe. Press on both your palms. Lift both your elbows up. Gently walk your hands back towards you. Let's take the support of our hand to release this leg. Very gently walk that leg. You're going to feel it in your hip point there, and then extend it out and shake it off. Point and flex, point and flex, and shake it off. Let's do the whole thing on the other side. Bend your left leg. Bring your shin parallel to the top of your mat. Walk your right leg a little bit behind. I'll go a little back so you can see me better. And then try to bring your right shin to be parallel to the length of the mat. So you're going to walk this leg away from you, as well as you're going to align your ankle and your knee to the length of the mat. Let's give a back bend. Take your hands all the way up. And gently take your hands behind you, and let's lean back a little bit. Chest up. And breathe. Tighten your core muscles. Gently bring yourself up. Take your hands all the way up. Left hand, place it next to the body. Right hand goes up. Now those of us who cannot place our elbow completely down, it's totally fine. You can just be here and you can rotate and back, right? Those of us who can, slide and place your left elbow down. Take your right hand all the way up. Right bicep touches your ear. I want you to think about opening that shoulder. So you are deliberately turning your chest outward like that. So in a way, you're giving an external rotation to that shoulder and reach it over. And breathe. Press on your left palm. Lift your left elbow up. Take your right hand. Look over all the way to the back. Up and down. 4 more. Up and out. Up and down. Synchronize your breath with your movement. Up and out. Up and down. Last one. Up and out. Up and down. Stay. Breathe. Let's work on pushing that right shoulder a little bit more back. So last time we're kind of opening that shoulder. And then from here, gently rest your right shoulder and look towards the ground like this. So you're feeling a good detox position because your belly is getting squeezed so well. Maybe some of us have our right hand lifted like this. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Those of you who can, place both your elbows down. And breathe. Very slowly press on your palms, reach your hands up. I forgot to do the pulsation, so we're going to take our right hand all the way up. Let's rest our left elbow down and we're going to pulse. Right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hand down one last time. And then press on your palms, lift yourself up. And very slowly walk yourself back. Make sure you guide this leg by giving the support with your right hand and very slowly release the position and gently let go. Extend and shake it off. We will be doing 2 more positions that are going to help our inner thighs all the stretch that we did. It's going to really be beneficial for us. Try to take both the feet into butterfly feet position basically, and let's simply flap the wings and release. Let's extend the legs. We did this one last week if I'm not wrong, but because of the stretches that we did earlier today, I think it is really ideal to do this that way to enhance the stretch. Right ankle on top of the left. Bend your left. Now, some of us might want to just be here because we may be already feeling a lot of tightness in our hips, right? Don't worry about it. Just be here. That's perfectly fine. Those of us who want to, take the support of your hands and gently place that left feet down. Maybe this is all you want to go, right? You can just be here. Don't have to go any further. Those of us who want to, lift and walk your hips a little closer to your heels. Now your shoulders are kind of leaning back, right? So walk your hands a little closer to the body like this. Still okay here? Lift and bring those hips closer to the body and walk. So walk your hands along with your legs. That way you are not kind of leaning back. You're feeling a deep stretch from your right glute, from the outside of your thigh. Breathe. Flex your feet. Try to smile. Up and back. And gently slide that leg off. Release your legs. Rotate your wrists. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your wrists. All right, let's take that left. Place it, was that the other way, right, guys? Was it this? I forgot now. Which one did I do? I think I did this. I'm so sorry. Right up and let's bend. Okay, so you can either keep your heel, place your hands behind you, or you can place that leg down and then lift your hips up if you wish to and drop it down. Walk your hands with you and up and bring it down. Walk your hands. Yes, I'm doing the right side because now it's the left hip. And breathe. One more. Slow, deep, long breath. Just one more. Now slowly press on your palms, lift your hips up, slide it to the back, and gently extend your leg. Undo your legs. Extend both your legs, shake it off, point and flex. Point and flex and let it go. Let's come down to the mat. We're going to quickly massage the back a little bit. So lie down on your mat, on your back. And bring your knees into your chest. Place your hands on top of your kneecaps and draw circles. Massaging your back. And reverse. One more, reverse. And reverse, last time. Drop your feet into bridge position, feet, rest your hands next to your body. Let's make our way into a bridge position. Very slowly start to release your lower back, off, mid back. Lift your belly button all the way up to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. And now slowly place your shoulder blades back, your mid back, your lower back, and your tailbone. Very slowly extend your legs, reach your hands over your head. Let's give a full body stretch. Separate your hands out, separate your legs out. Find a nice comfortable position to relax your body. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Relax your lower back and your shoulder blades. Soften all your facial expressions. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyeballs and your forehead and temple muscles. Very slowly bend both your knees and turn your body to the right side. And take the support of your hands and make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Bringing your hands into Namaskara Mudra, in the center of your chest. If you wish to pray for everyone in the world, please go ahead and do that at this time. Whenever you're ready, very slowly begin to open your eyes by first bringing the gaze towards the floor and slowly coming up to eye level. Let's all take a bow together and say Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all for joining the session today.